happening? Evening, y'all. Welcome to another edition of Our Take. I'm your host, Miss Farrader, and y'all already know who it is over there, Mr. T Double. What's happening, T Double?
Well, good afternoon. How are you doing this
Yeah,
wonderful day?
it ain't no afternoon,
It's sometime afternoon. It's afternoon everywhere. When the sun go down, it's afternoon around her.
know.
What's going on, Farrah?
Man, ain't nothing going on. Just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
How
Mm-hmm.
your week been so far? 2 days in?
Um,
Two
it's been
days in.
it's been depressing, but you know what?
Oh,
It's a week, and it's only Tuesday. So
what you depressed for, man?
no,
Damn.
man, it's still working, man. Got to keep working, trying to figure out how to wait not to work no more. That's what I'm trying to figure it out, and it ain't find out yet. That's all.
Well, all you gotta do is win the lotto, you know, those type things. I don't know what to tell you, man. I
I
don't
don't know
know.
what to do, man. Win the lotto. I can't marry rich because I'm already married, so that's too late. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to say your wife broke? Damn.
No. I'm saying we broke together. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, we broke together. All right. All
We
right.
broke together.
Better watch what the hell you say, man.
Man.
Look for
Cause
happy home.
she got more than me because she got hers, and then she got half of whatever I have. So
Shit,
she
that
good.
ain't half of nothing then, but
That's more than that's half. That means I got half a less than that. So what did that mean? Now, what about your week?
oh man, my week been Gucci. I can't complain. I'm chilling. That's all I
Mm,
got. I've been chilling. There's some folk over on the good old Instagram. They love us over there. What's that? Misfit Speak.
what up?
What up, Misfit Speak? I think that's what it is. I think that's a dude. I don't want to mispronounce it, but thank you for joining. Love Jones. What's up, Sarah? What's up, Jennifer? And let's got Stan the man. Hey, what's up, Stan? Appreciate you joining us this evening. So now we got some good stuff to get on into, y'all. So we're gonna get it cracking on in here. We got some good old what NCAA. We done made it. Final four set. You know, we
We
got
done
people
made it.
popping and jumping all over portals, and then we got some other news in sports. Yeah, we'll talk about. Yeah, what you say?
Mm. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited about the Final Four, men's and women's. I'm excited about everything. Now, so let's get into it.
Okay, well, final four set. Final four is set. I know, TT. TT done sent me my little message. So if you didn't join a couple weeks back, we actually did our little I guess you would say we did our pick for the final four. So we picked our final four teams, myself, TT, and one of our special guests, Mr. Ike. I've already sent him. He's not on here yet. Hopefully he can join. His wife is on here though, so she can take the throttle for him. But we trash. That's all I can say. On the men's side, if you're nothing else, we're trash. So
I'm,
yeah, it didn't go
I,
well.
I'm not taking that we. I got 3 out of the 4. I'm still good. I got 3 out of 4. So
Man.
when you say we, I'm hoping you're speaking French or anything outside of Torrance. 'Cause right now, I still got 3 out of 4. I messed up on Michigan State, but that's what life is.
Mm.
But I got Duke, Florida, and still Houston, still in the house.
Well, all I'm going for is Houston. So that's just what that is. We'll talk a little bit more on the women's side in a few on what we did. I think I bombed it out even worse over there. So the hell with it. You know,
I ain't
I
gonna talk
give up.
about you. I ain't
You
gonna
got
talk
to,
about you.
you ain't got to talk about me, Craig. It's all gravy. But let me see what these comments over here. Evening. Ike's on here. Appreciate you. Yeah, Ike. Yeah, Ike just joined. Yeah, Ike, we talk about you, man.
Yeah,
We being talked
Ike man.
about. You do too.
Listen, Ike man. I got your picks right here now. Of those 4, it look like you got all of one left. So if Duke make the run, you the man. You the man, Ike. That's all I got to
Well,
say
I'm
about
here to
that.
tell you, Ike, you're not gonna be the man. It ain't happening. Sorry. I love you to death, but he ain't gonna be the man this year. So we all stuck. But Houston, I'm gonna win this because Houston's gonna win. Um, yeah, that part. I only got one. Yeah, you only got one.
Uh, uh,
Uno.
3. Oh. Well, I don't. Again, I don't care who wins because I don't have a dog in this fight whatsoever. But
Well,
what I'm happy to see is there's all them other conferences, and we got to the Final Four, and there's still two from one particular conference. Now they
yeah,
had
whatever.
28 in the tournament, but when you got 28 teams in the tournament, you might as well get somebody into the Final Four.
Well, let's get on into it since you're talking about Duke and Ike's over here talking about Duke is winning. Let's talk about their little road to the Final Four. You know,
Mm.
how they get here. You know, they play no games this year. Now, I will give it to them. I will give it to them this year. And they didn't have an easy route, you know, Mount St. Mary's, but they're always a good Sweet 16. Then they had to go through Baylor, which was not, but they blew everybody out. If I'm not mistaken, let me pull that. Yeah, Duke. Duke blew everybody the fuck out. 93-49, 89-66, 100-93. Only Arizona gave them a little bit of problems.
And your favorite
Okay.
player, Caleb Love.
Oh, whatever, man.
Caleb Love.
Whatever. And then they just put a smackdown on Alabama, made my poor little Sears look stupid. Like Sears and Roebuck. That's what they look like.
Don't tell me they went out of business.
They went out of business.
Don't tell me they went out of business.
Clearly.
Can't even order from the catalog. You know when you were growing up back in the day, that Sears catalog was good, boy. You get this is what I want for Christmas, mommy. Get this and get that. Ain't no more catalog.
Ain't no more catalog. So
well, that Final Four run, you know, they listen. They're a bunch of freshmen. Nobody's really talking about that. It's kind of like a Fab Five again, but we just hate Duke. That's why we don't care.
I hate them. Hate them with a passion.
So
I hate them.
We'll see. But yeah, they did handle Alabama. Arizona gave them the better run. Baylor is a women's basketball program, and Mount St. Mary's. Let's do it. So,
hey, they gave them a fight. They fought what they could, and a lot of them did play a little good. But I'm gonna be honest, Duke has looked very awesome through the NCAA's. Cooper Flag is just dominant. Ain't nothing else you can put on it. So I do see them in the national championship game. It's just that they can't win it. They're not gonna win it all.
So what I'm saying is, of the Final Four, you saying it's going to be Duke versus Houston is what your final two is what you're saying.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Houston, you are correct. Houston,
okay.
You are correct. So that's all we got on Duke. You know, we're gonna see how it work out for them the weekend. They play this Saturday. We'll look it up in a minute. We'll check them out. We're gonna move on along and check out the other little couple people we got slated for them. Florida. Oh boy.
Now look at that road. That road right there. You had to beat the defending champions in UConn.
That road was crazy. Shit. They're like, look, I'm tired. They have this national trip, but they had to go through Norfolk. Let me check out what were those numbers over there? Who this? Florida. Florida didn't have easy, but Florida really proved to everybody. They put their stamp of approval all over this.
Listen, they did. But Texas Tech had them dead to rights in the last 2 minutes of the game, and all of a sudden, that Mr. Clayton Jr. all of a sudden just put that battery on his back, started taking shots, and when he was grabbed the rebound and he was inside and he walked back to the 3-point line and turned around and pulled it, I was like, oh my God, it's done.
Done.
This thing is done.
Nothing else that you can do. So yeah, Florida ran it 95-69 over Norfolk. Like UConn played them 77-75, and don't forget about that game.
Yeah, because the coach was cursing everybody else out about that.
He cussed everybody.
Everybody out.
He still cussing people out, I heard. I don't know. Still cussing folk out. But,
real.
I mean, in Maryland, 87-71, and Texas Tech did give them all they can handle with that 84-79 win. So, their road was not easy either. Everybody had to play this year. I promise you that. It went down in the DM this year. But Florida, their road is going to probably come to an end. I'm going to unfortunately have to say, but we're going to see.
No, sir. You heard me hit the what out there. I'm saying Florida road is not coming to an end right soon. I'm just going to say that. That's how you heard me say it.
All right, I heard you. And then, good old Auburn.
Oh, God.
Good old Auburn. Clayton Jr. is a beast, though. Ike is talking to us. Yes, he's a beast, but he's going to be a beast this weekend.
Is this the Paul bracket? The Auburn went through it. I mean, if you look at
Uh,
this, who
yeah.
did Auburn beat in this
Let
kind
me
of
see.
bracket right there?
They beat Alabama State. You see the
Okay,
list?
they
But
beat
let's
Alabama.
see what the score was, though. Honestly,
No, see, they
it's
beat Alabama State and Creighton.
83. They beat them by 20. They got Alabama State. They crushed them. Yeah, they got Creighton by 12.
Now,
And
I want you to pause right here. This is the
all right.
Paul bracket. They beat Michigan, then they beat Michigan State. They smashed the whole state of Michigan. So I'm gonna hold my head down for that moment of silence. There we go.
Yeah. Sorry, and then look who comes right on along just in time.
Whoops.
What's up,
Hey,
Tasha?
hey,
Michigan
Tasha.
herself. We right here. Sorry, we having to do it. We almost done. We
No,
get
no, no,
patient.
no. We're talking about how Auburn beat up on Michigan and Michigan State. That Big Ten was garbage. The SEC versus direct Big Ten. That's what she was talking about. So if you missed that, I
I'm
want to make
trying to
sure you
keep
heard
the
it.
peace.
You want
I'm
to make
trying.
sure you heard it. That's all right. That one team beat the best two teams in the conference right there, right? I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm just trying to keep the peace. But
Okay.
as you can see, Tasha, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Yes, he is good. He is good. But Tasha, welcome on aboard this evening. Appreciate you joining us before you start, twisting them feet together. But yes, Auburn did what they had to do. They're in the Final Four. I called them. Are they one of mine?
No.
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 I really don't
We
watch it.
all had Michigan State in this bracket, right? In
We
this one.
did. We
We all
did.
did.
We did. And that didn't.
Didn't work out.
They lost 70-64. It was a good game, though. It was a very, very good game. So we're going to see how that go. What's our justice soon? Go away. I got to keep my own host off because it's about to happen.
We did make up, Tasha. We did. We just talking about the games. That's all we doing.
Just as soon I know I told you I was trying to keep the peace, but he don't like peace. That's all I can say, Tasha. So you let him have it as you so choose.
Oh,
But what I will say is that I think that the internet is very disrespectful because you see these nice little pictures, have up their road to the Final Four,
mm-hmm.
all of that good stuff. She said, you slandering now, TT. You gonna catch it. You gonna learn, man. You gonna learn. I tell you. They didn't have I can't find one for my team, Houston. But you know what? I ain't even worried about it. They posted everybody but that one. And it's okay. It is okay because in my findings of looking for other pictures of my glorious Houston, I rolled across something I just really didn't freaking know. And Tasha, you probably knew I didn't. I'm today year old. I ain't paying no damn attention. Love you guys. Gotta catch a plane for my birthday trip. Oh, she catch a
Happy
plane.
birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Tasha. Happy birthday. See, I sang for you, so I ain't gonna mess with you. Now,
Hey, they gotta count for something, but have a safe flight. Happy early birthday, whenever the hell it is. All that good stuff. So you coming to the stage, holler at us. So,
true then. Come on in.
come on in the room, girl. Come on in. But yes, where was I at? What were we talking about?
You was talking about the
Shit.
disrespect for Houston, and then you found out something you didn't know about. What was that?
No damn person.
Person?
Realize I just didn't realize that was his son.
Yeah.
I ain't know his son played for Houston. So I'm gonna pull his picture up since they didn't want to give me a damn thing, and we're gonna talk through their little road to the Final Four. How about that? But I really didn't know this shit.
Yeah, one of those Percys or Mercies or
Percy?
Cersei. They got like weird names.
This is Percy Miller. I really didn't know he was a cougar, or any of that. I just didn't pay no attention, and she said y'all are friends again, TT.
Thank you.
Look, singing helps, I guess.
I guess it does.
I guess it does. But Houston's roll, they beat, I can't even say the damn name of the team, SIUE LMNOP.
MICKEY.
Whoever the hell you be, they beat them 78-40. Then we went and took care of Gonzaga, took care of them, and then we went on ahead and made it to Purdue. I ain't even gonna lie on that one. 62 to 60. Yeah, it was a headache. Um, and then we went ahead and took care of Tennessee 69 to 50 to make our road to the Final Four. So definitely shout out to my team who's going to win it all, hands down.
Mm.
That's
Well,
what I got on that.
congratulations to Houston. Congratulations to the Miller
Yes.
family. Yeah, because you know they need more notoriety. They need more something in their family. I mean, for God, I mean, there's not they don't have enough yet. So I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm just saying, don't hate on him. His kids at least paved their own way and chose to be their own people. They're not using his daddy name. Hell, hence the reason I didn't even know that he was on the damn team. You
And
know
he's
what I'm
the
saying?
and he's the one named after his daddy. He's the one named after his
Again.
daddy for real. He the only one.
So I'm just like,
Mm-mm.
it is what it is. But, like I said, the Final Four is actually completely set. Here are our starting lineups. Oh,
Huh?
man.
Huh?
Huh.
Huh?
What does that look like to you?
Huh?
Huh.
Interesting. Interesting. Well,
Interesting.
it just looked like five.
Changing up anything. You stand we're true to where you at.
I'm not gonna change anything, but I know I sent you something either yesterday or today about that third group when everybody's over the age of 77. I mean,
Everybody don't say yes, you did. He did send me that. I don't even know if I captured that picture, but what I
God,
will say is they are rather, tenured. I will say
that one there's
they're a little bit
25,
no,
that
but
one's
no.
23,
It's
the
like
other 24,
23, 25.
and they're
It is,
and they're
yeah, it's a
playing
couple.
they're playing
Yeah.
18 and 19-year-olds. This is
I
what
mean,
we doing.
22 and 23, you can't fight over. But them 25-year-olds, you're tripping. Hey, let's how take a minute.
Listen, if you're 22 or 23 and you're a senior, there's no issue.
Maybe he went to school when he was 6. He could have started elementary at 6 and
Listen,
graduated at 19.
that
Stop playing.
that's not like again. If you're 22 and 23 is senior, but if you're 22 and 23 and got 4 more years of eligibility now, we got a problem around here. We
We're
just have
gonna
a
get to
problem.
that. We're gonna get in that damn portal piece of shit. So
It's a problem.
just saying, but I still got Houston. It is what it is. I'm not biting on it or anything like that. But to this point, there's a lot of Final Four appearances with multiple shows going on. I'm getting that TT. We feel it. It's crazy out here in these streets. So of course Duke got Mason Gills. He played for them. Who the hell? I don't even know who the hell he played for. They made it to
Purdue.
the Purdue. He played for Purdue, got mad, left, came on over. Two Final Four. I mean, we even got one in. We got more than one at Florida, but it wasn't. He didn't play in the Final Four before, but he did transfer in. I'll show that in a second. And then, of course, Houston, we got LJ Cryer. He just went down 45, Highway 45, and went to the other school.
Well, at least he stayed in the same state. I mean,
He
he
did.
he just went from hanging out in Waco to calling his boys down in Houston. Be like, yo, bro, I'm coming through. You got a
And
spot
where
for
he
me?
from? He could be from Houston area. Who knows? So I'll tailor it to that. And then you have little, Walter Clayton. A boy bad, but he did play for Iona 2023. Round of 64, they got eliminated, transferred. Now he's in the Final Four. So cut his hair and everything.
Apparently, apparently he had to cut his hair to get his game going. Good,
All right.
good, well,
Whatever it
congratulations.
takes.
Listen, we can talk junk, but that boy's a player.
He is a baller. He is a baller.
Shoot.
He took Iona at least to the
64.
tournament.
Yeah, he got Iona to the tournament,
So,
and he got Florida to the Final Four. And
so,
in 2 years, maybe he can get Syracuse in the Final Four. He's still be in college.
you know what? I'm not.
2 more years, he can go to Syracuse. We don't know. Bring it back. I'm just saying. I'm tired.
You gonna run it back? You gonna run it back?
You gonna run it back for real.
Just
We go.
run it back.
We gonna. There's a reason people run it back. We're gonna eventually talk about that too. That's been a topic over the last couple of days too.
So yeah. So outside of that, we're gonna holler at y'all on Saturday when the men's Final Four start. I think it's Saturday and Monday. So we will be back. If you want to talk to us about it, Saturday morning, 10 a.m.
Come on in the room.
Come on.
Come in the
on
room.
in the room.
We want y'all to come on in and y'all can talk about it and who you believe gonna win, and
Come on.
we're gonna bring y'all in. So that's our
We're gonna see
invitation.
who. Hopefully, nobody dare to get drunk and all that and be on. Yeah, no, TMZ done picked them up, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully, these kids get just a stressless week so they can play this natty game.
Well, we'll
So
see. They
we
played
go.
it in the Final Fours in San Antonio.
Yep, San Antonio.
Maybe it's too hot and humid to get drunk down there at this time of year. It's maybe too hot down there.
Actually, it's nice weather. It really isn't that hot. So we can honestly say it's pretty decent weather out here. Now, whether there's any storms or dust clouds come through, everybody, man, it could go left a lot of ways out here. But come on to Texas, y'all. So we're going to move on over to the women who's on their way to Tampa where the weather is really good.
Where the weather is nice.
Where the weather is nice. So we got the Final Four. Texas, first up. Let's holler at Texas.
Well, congratulations to Texas. They finally put Van Grandma to bed for her senior 17 senior season. Now, before I go to Texas, I want to say something. I was watching that game yesterday, and Sedona Prince fouled out for TCU, and the first thing they said is this could be the last game for the 7th-year senior. I was like, you got to be kidding.
It better be.
I'm like, I mean, for real, what eligibility she got left? She don't use her eligibility and mine. 7 years. But congratulations, but Texas and Obaker, the big center, number 00. Did you see her put on a show? I mean,
she's only a freshman. She's only a freshman. They're gonna get a good 50 pounds off her between now and next November. They're gonna get that off of her. She's still gonna be big, but she is good. She's gonna be a beast.
Well, the way they played well, and then of course, your girl Booker got her mid-range going, and I was so happy for Harmon, who's going through what she's going through. So congratulations to Texas. I have no ill will. Congratulations, SEC for life, right there, cuz. Welcome to the party.
It was a great season. It is a great season for them. I just still don't think they're going to win it all. But hats off to TCU. Man, that was an amazing season that he built out of the portal. 12 players out of the portal, taking them to the Elite Eight. Ridiculous. And I do have to take my hands off the little point guard. She learned some stuff in the Olympics and that 3-on-3. She's come a long way. Hopefully she gets a chance in the league. She got a lot of heart.
She took 3 teams to the Elite Eight. I'm not gonna make fun of she, been to 3. She took 3 teams to the Elite Eight. And she was the star on 2 of them. So I can't get mad at her. So congratulations.
She played a big part in LSU as well. She was a starting guard. She just wasn't the star. But
she wasn't the star, but she was a starter.
Yeah.
But congratulations. She got a national championship. She 2 other Elite Eight runs. She Olympics, did her thing. Congratulations, Van Grandma. That's the last time I'm gonna call you that, because now you're gonna be in the league with other people your age.
Yeah, no, man. I'm just saying, I do think that the Olympics did her a great service. It really helped her improve her game. Those types of games, it was just 3-on-3. It wasn't like she was on the Olympic team. But a lot of these kids might want to take advantage of those types of opportunities when presented with it. So she took the challenge. I'm sure she was scared as hell. But she took that challenge on, and it made her better coming into her last season. So kudos to her.
Congratulations. And congratulations to Texas.
Yes. Now on to your people.
Listen, quiet as it kept. I was sitting here on the other day, and people were calling me and say, "Oh my God, what blah blah blah," or whatever. I'm like, listen, you calling me now during the game? Just call me after the game when we win, because I don't want to hear your mouth now. I want to hear you after it's over. And it was hilarious because I was like, I'm sitting here just whatever it is. So, congratulations to South Carolina. You're not playing well, but you're playing well enough, and you're finding ways to win. And that's all you need to do. Survive and advance right now. Now it's time. It's time to step your game up, because I think I sent you something else. The Final 4 teams are South Carolina and the 3 teams that beat them this year. And the 3 teams. So you owe 2 of them. You owe 2 of those teams. You ain't gonna play them. You ain't gonna play 2 of them. I mean, one of them.
Exactly.
One you're not gonna play.
Exactly. So no, they're in the final four. They're only three teams to beat South Carolina in the last 24 months.
20,
years
2 years.
are the other three teams in the final four.
Mm-hmm.
So they beat them in 24, 20, and two this year in February. They caught it up from Texas and UConn. So just, yeah, that
So,
part. So
well, hey Terrell, how you doing? Welcome to the
hey
party.
Terrell, welcome.
So we owe two. This one scares me because this is the fourth time that we're going to play this year.
Oh my God. Glad you admitted it finally.
This is the one that scares me because 4 times is a tough time to play the same team. But there's no secrets left. This is the tough one. We'll see. We go Gamecocks. I'm ready.
All right.
You sorry? You win some, you lose none. Go Gamecocks. That's what I'm saying. You see the shirt?
Y'all, if they lose Friday, we won't be on Saturday morning, or I might have to get Paul or somebody to fill in because he coming home if they lose Friday. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one.
I'll be right here. Okay. Be right here.
All right. Okay.
So,
but you see to the L, that damn bets. You can bet on bets. I'll tell you that.
She is the deciding factor this year. She is. That's 6'7". You can't defend 6'7". I don't know why, and they don't even do it like they need to do it for her. All they gotta do is pull that ball up in the air. Man. Ain't nobody else gonna be able to get it. And she can get down low and just do her thing.
Put it in the air. I'm trying to tell you. So I don't really know. UCLA, they're looking really good. I don't know. I think the way the brackets are set up, I'll see in a second that you guys will meet up again. But you got to make it past Texas. So yeah, good luck on that. I think you will. But boy, y'all can't play the way y'all been playing, TT. Now I ain't trying to throw no bad juju on y'all, but I'm rooting for Dawn. I want them to win, but just straight up and down, their players gotta change. Period.
I just figured it's gonna step up. Listen, we played to a level. Now it's time to raise our level. Ooh.
Man, if you didn't watch this game last night, I advise you to go to YouTube and find that hoe, because this game, that girl right here who should be a North Carolina Tar Heel trader,
Gamecock
family,
Gamecock,
whatever. UConn, this chick, the freshman of the year, we're gonna go ahead and get her the trophy. They just didn't announce it.
No questions. No questions.
Freaking real strong. This girl is strong. Okay, she is the epitome of her name. But UConn last night, handily took care, did what they had to do. Of course, y'all know Becker's did what she had to do. We knew they were going to be in the Final Four. Gino just don't not go. That is a double negative.
Don't not go.
Don't not go.
Don't not. I'm gonna have to put that on the shirt. Don't not go. I like that. Yes, last night I watched this game, disappointed like everybody in the country because we wanted to see Juju. But Southern Cal stayed in it for a long time, and these girls were putting on the show. UConn was trying to stretch it out, and Southern Cal would come back. Then they stretch it out again, and Southern Cal came back. They just kind of ran out because they didn't have that go-to player. And even Kiki was not taking her shot. She was kind of passing the other team. I don't know if she was trying to get everybody else involved. But I needed her to take over the game. Just like, listen, put the ball on my back and I'm gonna take over. We're gonna win or lose on my hand. And she wouldn't do that. But congratulations to USC. I know you're disappointed. I know it, but you're gonna have Juju back next year. You got all that talent coming back next year. You're gonna be a monster. I believe in you. So, but in saying that, congratulations to UConn because you're already a monster. You know what I'm saying?
We'll continue to be a monster.
And continue. Because this girl's a freshman. And then Fudd say she coming back. You know what I'm saying? So and they're gonna have the pieces around it because Gino can recruit.
Ain't no question about that. They ain't gotta do nothing. They just come to him. And then when he doesn't go in the portal often, but when he does, it's very smart. Like the little girl Chin, he got from
Harvard, I think.
Harvard or something. That girl bawled her eyeballs out last night. Do you understand me? So he's very smart with it, but Yeah, definitely stores is always going to be in it.
The store is
Because
always gonna be open, right? The stores is
stores
always gonna be
always
open.
going to be open. So kudos, to them. So Final Four is actually set. We about to watch this up on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Man, UCLA
Mm-hmm.
and UConn,
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina, Texas.
You gotta pick it now because the game is on Friday. We're not gonna be on. You gotta
I
pick
feel
now.
like we already picked, but if we didn't, oh man,
I mean, I mean,
I'm
if I
gonna have
mean,
to say it's oh Jesus, man.
if we gonna talk about your picks for
I
the
think
Final
okay,
Four,
okay, my
we ain't gonna talk about
UConn,
those.
UConn is gonna beat UCLA. I don't think they should. I think UCLA should handily beat them down. But Gino Ariam and Paige Beckers, and then Strong, I just don't know how Strong is gonna take. I don't know
That
how she's gonna be able to take bets because you got to think she is only 6'2". You're thinking about talking about LSU and Nisa Morrow. Nisa Morrow's 6'2", and you see what happened to her. So that's my fear. And she's a freshman. To put that on top of it, will she be able to withstand that kind of pressure? So I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't really know. That's gonna be a really good game, but I'm gonna say Gino in the end and Beckers.
hey ma, um, what I'm gonna say. So you saying UConn over UCLA?
Yes.
That's game one. Game two, or
You
vice
already
versa.
know. I'm sticking with South Carolina, but it's gonna be a battle to the last. It might even go to overtime. Good
Well,
evening, Miss Thompson, Mama Thompson.
I'm of course my pick is gonna be South Carolina because of the love. Now here's my fear.
Dude, what mean? Okay, because of the love. But what do you, as a person, just a true fan, do you think they're gonna lose? Do you think there's a possibility they're gonna lose?
Well, every time you strap up, there's a
No,
possibility they're gonna lose.
no,
But what,
no. You
what
know
you're
what I
asking me,
mean?
no. I think Don has got a plan for him because if they can get their shots going, they win because Texas can't score with them. So we know that Texas is a defense squad. So if South Carolina can get their outside shooting because they've been feeding it inside and the inside's been carrying them, if they get Pow Pow to shoot a couple of threes, this game is over. I can tell you if we look early and Pow Pow hit a couple of threes, this game is over. I'm gonna tell you that right now because Texas don't shoot threes. They
No, they don't.
they got the inside. They got the mid range, and we're gonna guard the mid range because we know what this is. So even with the love, squad for squad, South Carolina. The only thing that gives me pause is because it's the fourth time. That's the only thing. If this was a first time matchup, South Carolina, I would say South Carolina without any
Exactly.
hesitation. But because it's a fourth time, that gives you pause. So
Okay. Well, we're gonna
now,
see how it works out. So
and the other game, if Bet stays out of foul trouble, because I believe them girls gonna go at her and get her in foul trouble. If she get in foul trouble, UConn by 20.
you better know it. And Gino knows what to do. He's
Mm-hmm.
gonna know how to run that little goal. Gino is such a player. He'll have a backup come in just to use him for fouls,
Mm-hmm.
just to
Yeah.
annoy her, just to slap on those wrists. Nothing flagrant, but to something to get her in her head, to get them in her head. I truly believe that he would do something of that nature. So we're gonna see how Gino,
Listen, if she goes out and goes on the court and says, I am the best player on this court, UCLA will win. There's no question. If she goes in that mindset that I'm the best player on this court, regardless of everything else, UCLA will win
so
this game. So
okay. Well, we shall see how it goes. But like I said, Final Four set. So we're gonna move on along.
keep on moving, don't stop. Oh, keep on moving. All right.
So there is no INT. That damn portal is open. Like I say, in my opinion, you check for that portal, you ain't a team player. You don't have to stick nothing out. That's just my opinion. I will say there is some room for some kids to be able to grow and get to the place that they wanted to be and needed a little step up. Yeah, that's what JUCO was for. But times are changing. But most of these kids are selfish and they're out for the win because a lot of these kids we about to look at that's jumped in the portal. It's like, damn, you traitor. That's how I feel about it.
Well, listen, you know how I feel about it. Like if it's something that's going to better you, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. If you're just doing it because you just want to do it, that's a different conversation. If you're not playing and want to go someplace to play, great. Now, if you've been to 14 different teams and you've been leading scorer of 14 different teams and you just ain't get what you want, you go to another. That's money hungry. That's greed, and that's where I don't see it. Now, I got a funny story. I was watching South Carolina. My lovely man. There's a player called Michi Johnson. I don't know if you've heard that name. He played for South Carolina 2 years ago.
Okay.
Because he transferred to South Carolina from Ohio State 3 years ago. Okay. So he went from Ohio State to South Carolina. Then last year, he left South Carolina to go back to Ohio State. 2 days ago, yesterday, he's back to Porter. He went from Ohio State back to South Carolina.
Why y'all keep taking it?
What is the point of this? What is the point of bouncing back and forth? You left for a reason, and that's what I'm saying about everybody else. If it's better for you, that's cool. I don't mind the portal, but being selfish in the middle of the season, losing your team. The dude, your boy from St. John's, the leading scorer, the one that they benched. He decided to leave and jump in the portal, but leave himself open for the draft to see where he go to draft. If you don't see the way you go to draft, you're going to stay in the portal and go someplace else.
You do realize that the portal does not always work out. There's not always love stories. These kids sometimes go home. They jumped in the portal and nobody picked them up. Mm-hmm. And we get lost in the shuffle of the kids who did. There's a lot that don't get picked up, and that portal can really do damage in their career just as much as make it a little bit bigger. But I'll throw her up for you. I'm going to throw her up for you.
Okay.
Let me take this topic down so you can see. So, transfer portal. We got LSU forward. Samaya Smith enters the transfer portal. Why? You tell me. What reason does she have to leave LSU?
I think there's something going on in LSU. Because I also heard that Flage may be bouncing out of this. She may be bouncing out of there too. I think that you can see the writing on the wall for LSU right now. I don't know the recruiting, but I know Mulkey is abrasive, and I don't know how long you're gonna take that kind of abrasiveness from Mulkey. I'm not saying she should go, but I know one thing. She just put up a show in the last couple of games in this tournament and rated herself up there. So
go wherever she wants to.
Yeah. So right now,
would love her. USC.
Southern Cal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
that's a great fit. Losing the chick that they're about to lose.
Yeah, losing Kiki, get a big body down there who can play. I strongly agree with that. We're gonna see what this is, but I think there's something going on unless you can fuel the transferring out. And like I said, I know Flage can either go pro or jump in the portal, but there's something I'm hearing in the water that hadn't come out yet. And I think she's just the first one.
A lot of kids leave out of LSU. A lot of kids leave out from just her, period from Mulkey. You'll see a lot of her ex-players, her and, of course, tall
Brittany Griner.
Yeah, Brittany, her and Brittany don't get along. Of course, little chick from TCU, she left. She left her. So, and then there was a girl that went to actually Braswell High School up here, my son's high school, right down the street. She went there and won the national championship that year. No, they lost to Iowa. They lost to Iowa. Oh no! Iowa win.
They beat Iowa for the national championship.
That was here in Dallas. I went to that game. Yep. She lived right in the damn neighborhood. She transferred out. I don't know where she's at now. Hopefully she made it somewhere. But Mulkey does have a, rich, name for the insult. She just went off. She didn't go off, but she just told this damn reporter, he's like, this is your second year straight losing in the Final Four. She's like, have you ever been in the Final Four? No. He's like, no. Well, all right then. And she's like, was that good or bad? And he's like, bad. She's like, no, I think it's good. She just doesn't. She has a smart ass mouth. Yeah. But she's so legendary, she can get away with it. It's just her choice.
And like I said, she can recruit her ass. Well, she can recruit her ass off. LSU got the money to pay people, which is true because they got money down in the Rouge. So she's going to get people in. But her window of opportunity is a couple of years. Get them in there and win a championship because these people go get away from her because you cannot stay with her more than a couple of years from what I'm seeing. Nobody does.
Nobody does. So we're gonna see how it go. But this one was a big shock to me. Hot diggity damn.
No, it was not.
I know you lied about it.
It,
I know
it,
you are.
I thought it was hilarious. Let me tell you why. Here's my take on this. Growing up, we always said the goal of the basketball players go to college so they can get drafted in the top of the first round of a draft. She would be locked in as the number 2 player in this draft.
Right now.
And she decided to go in the portal. Why did she decide to go in the portal, Fair? Because she's gonna make
She
about
wanted that. She
one
want
point
that
two.
money.
She's gonna make 1.2 million going to another school versus making two hundred
And has
thousand,
a chance. It's still gonna be number. It's gonna be in the top 3 in the draft
and it's gonna
next
be the
year.
top 3. And instead of being making 300,000 in the WNBA next year as a rookie. Oh yeah, this was a smart move for her. I mean, what did she
And
lose?
what?
She's already graduated from Notre Dame. She's done. She has another year of eligibility, so she's
This
going to
where will
go
she go?
somewhere. Maybe she'll be the two guard at USC. Juju on one side, her on the other. Maybe that's what she'll do.
I mean, it very well could. And then it's definitely this chick is all in the portal. Okay, she got 3 commits today. Now, of course, I know all these damn players is coming back and tell you what. Ole Miss ain't playing no game. Coach Al, that chick, Coach
I
Joe, what she ain't
I
playing no game.
love Coach Yo.
I promise you right now, the Shockers, we already know they always do good. She done took somebody from Virginia, so she took somebody from the Big 12. No,
Rutgers, yeah. Wichita,
I'm
yeah.
trying to tell you. I'm
Listen,
trying to tell you.
I love Coach Yo, and I love what she's doing in Mississippi. She's turning that around. I love that about her. I love her energy and what she has been recruiting before. She's built defense. Now she's trying to get some offense. If she can get some players who can score, because she's never had any players who can just score.
Sweet
Now
16 to elite, she'll be in Elite 8 next year, if not the
she will
Final
be
Four. At
Mississippi
least the Elite
State. I
8.
mean, Mississippi will be a top 10, top 5 school in
Yeah,
this nation. And
definitely.
they're gonna start making the runs at the South Carolinas and the Tennessee. I mean the Texases in the conference,
They have
in
a
the top
good
3.
coach. I do see that. She's on the up and up, so
Yes, I
she's
love that.
coming. She's coming.
Congratulations, Coach. Yo.
Hey, yo, is she coming? I promise you that. But on the men's side, Jesus Christ, the Big Ten, they want out. Everybody want out. Everybody want out. Okay?
Women's Toshiko.
I don't see her. I ain't
Okay.
seen her.
Of course they want. Nobody want to
Go
play
ahead
no
and
Big
watch
Ten.
tomorrow. Go ahead and talk your trash. She'll
No,
see it
nobody
tomorrow.
wants to play in the Big Ten. Why? Who? They ain't want to play in the Big Ten for real. That's why I
Well,
told you that.
I am, but Trey Donaldson, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
Trey
But they
Holman
did,
from Michigan State. That hurts too.
but yes, but they did. I think they did a swap, which I'll show in a few. Michigan's gonna get another guard, but I don't know. I think I'd stuck with Trey, but they ain't paying him.
Oh
So
yeah,
there's a lot of notable people on here getting up out of there.
Michigan did get another guard. He used to play
Yeah.
for North Carolina, Elliot Cadeau. He transferred to Michigan. That's what ended up. That's what ended up happening with that. So
Yeah, he did. He did.
Ryan, Rylan, what up, man? You want to be out too? Come on down.
I don't
Come
know
on to
where
South
they're
Carolina.
going. Now he hasn't landed nowhere, but he wants up out of Kansas. You see what I'm talking about? This is my question. Why? Some of these kids have no reason to leave. What if he's gonna get more money somewhere else? Like, what's the real purpose of Rylan leaving?
Maybe he'll end up in North Carolina, get a couple more dollars, still in the same level.
One transfer. That is all they get. They get one.
I
and
think
they have to play a year.
I think they should
play
have
a year for the transfer.
I think it should be like a 2-year commitment. Once you transfer, you got 2 years. You can go for 2 years. And if you lose your eligibility in that 2 years, you graduate and move on. That's what you should do. Make it a contract. Oh, Elliot Cadeau. Welcome to the Big Ten. He couldn't handle the tough ACC no more. He had to go to the Big Ten. Is that what he wanted to do? And I'm hurt because he was getting better and better, and I like that kid. So good luck to him though in Michigan. I know you don't want to say nothing. You're a little upset, but it's okay. But good luck.
I'm not saying a word. You done?
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. Baby.
Sir, what does that say? What does that
The
say?
7'2" Kansas center Hunter Dickinson has. First, why the hell did he even apply for a waiver? Okay. He had to put this in, request it, but he has received a waiver for 7th year of eligibility and will enter the transfer portal. I believe some of these kids are scared of being homeless. I don't know. I don't even know. He only averaged 17 points, 10 rebounds, one block a game for the Jayhawk. Massive addition to the portal.
Excuse me.
Somebody's gonna snatch him up and pay him for
Fair,
7 years. He's got to now he's 27.
fair. You averaging 17 and 10 in the big in at Kansas, and you don't even have an inkling to think you're going pro. You decided you want to waiver to go back to
Go to
college.
Greece. Go to Greece. You can go overseas. They make money.
Excuse
Shit.
me. As a rookie, he's going to be making more money than he would be in the NIL in college for this in this scenario. Because
This is why I hate the portal.
and listen, he played at Michigan for 3 years and then transferred to Kansas
I
in the last couple
blame
of years.
them. Who recruited him? Who signed him up?
He
This is what
played
I'm talking
for
about.
Jawan Howard at Michigan, and then he transferred
And
to
he
Kansas.
got fired 4 years ago. Man.
Yep, but Jawan Howard's son is also in the portal. He jumped in the portal. He leaving Michigan. He jumped in the portal today. So listen, we're gonna talk about this portal to his blue. But like I said, until they make the rules of what they can do, instead of making this the money grab, go into where you want to go, play for whatever you want to play, then do it and something like what you need seventh year for? You hadn't proven yourself in the first 5 or 6. What you need a seventh year for?
And this dude right here, he done left. I think he's actually the highest rated center or something like that in the portal right now. Some forward. He's a sophomore, 6'10". Yeah, he jumped on up in the portal.
He's going to Creighton.
He's going to Iowa. He left Creighton. No,
he left Iowa.
He left Iowa going to Creighton. So yeah, these kids are jumping. I think it's a couple more. Bryce, he done jumped over from Providence, over to St. John. City, and then we got Devon Dent. He done left over there at Lobos.
New Mexico to UCLA. Okay.
And you were bringing her up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
She's undecided on declaring for the draft or not. I would say if she does stay, she's going into the portal. I do not believe she's going to stay. I believe Flage already got the money,
yep.
And that type thing. And I don't think that's the biggest thing on her mind right now. Honestly, I think she wants a national championship. I think she's one of the few that really wants a national championship. And
where do you go?
She will transfer to get it.
Where do you go?
The only place she's going to get it is South Carolina, and there's no room for her.
What about Duke? Get a scorer to go to Duke. They play defense. She scores. Maybe that's the thing to get them over the next level. I don't know if she can get Duke. I don't know her grades. Hold on. Let me correct some statement. I don't know the grades. Don't disrespect.
They don't waver. Like
no disrespect now.
I don't know where the placement could be. All we could do is stat UCLA or USC up. That's it. West Coast. There's really no other team. Texas losing, Booker, they done for. I mean, I don't really see them making a big stand any further until let's say no. I don't know where she could go, but somewhere.
She can go to Texas. I think Booker's just a sophomore, sophomore or junior. So, and she can go to Texas and play for a year with them if she want to do that. Still, but where's her? She's originally from Georgia area. Am I correct?
No, she's from New Orleans. She's from down that way. So from the Bayou somewhere.
So I don't know, but we know she ain't gonna be at LSU because I saw a video where your girl Moki gave her the side eye when she was walking at the game. Like, what you doing? Why are you here? Why you ain't playing? Like, I know she gone. She is out of there. But we don't know.
I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna see shortly how this work out. But have y'all made any decisions on y'all quarterback yet? Before I put this picture up.
Don't you talk about my quarterback? No, we have said, and my coach was they talked to my coach yesterday, and he was sweating like a pig in heat, sweating on top of his head. And he said, "Listen, we know who this is. We know we're patient. We it is what it is right now. If we sign this quarterback, then I will say remain nameless. I said that. I told you to remain nameless. Then he's going to come. If not, we're going to work with what we're going to work with." And I said, "Okay, let's move on." But I'm not making any more comments about this. You can talk about this if you want to.
And in other sports.
We ain't talking about that.
I don't know what's going on with your boy over here, but I think he's somewhere in Morocco, some damn where, eating mushrooms, trying to figure out, am I going to go to retirement or am I going to go to the Steelers? So I personally think they're waiting on him to make the decision, just like all the other dumbass teams, even your coach, sorry, but y'all need to do something. Y'all gonna have to make a decision. But in the end, he will be a Steeler.
Yeah,
He's too arrogant to retire.
I believe he's going to be a Steeler, and that's why there's no hurry into the Steeler organization. Even the owner said that today. He came out and said, it's
But that's why they leaving him over there and let him do his zen and eat mushrooms.
so we're patient, but we ain't that patient. The owner said we patient right now, but we ain't waiting forever. Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking you could do. It ain't like there's any other quarterback sitting out there right now. So, and if they are, there's a reason why they sitting out there. So, no big deal at this point.
Big Ben said he might have a couple more throws in him.
Shoot, I'm trying to get that dude knee right and get that massage dude and come there. Hey, you can't find a masseuse in Pittsburgh. It can't be the masseuse left in Pittsburgh. He just got married too, so he should be all right. We gonna call his name.
I'm just saying we're gonna leave him over there too, but. This whole brawl that happened now, y'all, like I said, the NBA got to keep it up. I'm loving the fight. I'm loving the fights. But this was out of control.
Why did you circle right there for real?
That looked like circle it. That's a picture. Because I think he needs to be completely thrown out for the rest of the season. And what type of human does something of that nature to absolutely reach out and grab somebody like that? I can't imagine what he did. That boy, I hope he have children already.
Isaiah Stewart. Here's what's happening.
They're trying to stupid. It's stupid. They did give out the punishments today.
They trying. Isaiah's leading the thing about bringing back those bad boys Detroit team. They're trying to get that image back, but that image doesn't work in this new basketball. You can't do this in this new basketball. It couldn't do that then. That's why they only lasted like 2 years then, and it disappeared out of the face of the earth. This is not what Detroit is, and they go. I heard somebody say they're gonna probably make him a sacrificial lamb and probably get him out of here for all the stupid stuff he's doing. He's a good player, but he ain't worth it. And dude, there was a fight, and I watched the fight, and I watched DiVincenzo and that other dude was fighting, and he jumps in.
It was, man, I think the crowd was fighting. It was people in the stands. It was just so much going on right then. But they did say they went ahead. So people, if you did not see it, go check it out. Detroit Pistons and Minnesota Timberwolves broke out into an all-out brawl at the end of the not even at the end of the game, but they went into a brawl. So take a look at it.
And if you watch it at the beginning of the game, you saw the chippiness. You saw DiVincenzo and Stewart had some chippiness. You saw that other dude got in the fight and all these people. It was going to get chippy, but it shouldn't have got to this. It shouldn't have got to you grabbing me my
That didn't make no sense. But they did. Isaiah Stewart, he will serve a 2-game suspension. Dante, Ron, Howard, Nas Reed, and Marcus Caesar all got 1-game suspension. I haven't seen the dollar amount or anything of that, but I'm here for it.
You only give him 2 games for grabbing my jewels? Hold on, player. That's a season. You need to know, bro.
That's exactly what I said.
It's a season.
Crazy.
Don't be grabbing on those. Nah,
that is crazy to me. So we're gonna see, but in real NBA, it is a game tonight on. I'm here for it all. I don't know if you are, but out here in the West, there is a big rivalry. Well, not a rivalry. There's playoffs. We got the Grizzlies and the Warriors playing. They're in 5th and 6th place. Denver and the Timberwolves play tonight. 3 and 7 seed. Who you got? Because this makes a big difference in this playoff scenario.
Here we go, yo. I'm
trying to tell you, I'm here for this game. It's just now about to, it came on an hour ago. You should have already told me the score.
I ain't watching the game, man. I was watching the other stuff. But what I'm saying is this. Now, first, before I start talking about this, you better talk about the game last night when the number 2 and number 4 played last night, and the Lakers beat Houston. So you ain't want to talk about that, number 1, but that's neither here nor there. Now tonight, like you said, you got 5 and 6 and 3 and 7. What I'm hoping for is 7 beat 3, and I don't care about 6 and 5. They can beat each other up because what's going to happen is this. I want the Lakers to just keep winning, and I want Denver to lose a game, put the Lakers further up into number 2, number 3 seed. We need to get that. And I want to get away from playing OKC in the second round. That's what I'm trying to
do. Because Denver is not going to lose tonight. Jokic is not going to lose to Minnesota Timberwolves. That's just not happening. I think you know that. Now, it's going to be a good game, but I don't foresee them beating them. And the Grizzlies and the Warriors, like you said, you don't care, and I don't either.
But I think since Steph's back, I think, and the Grizzlies, they don't know who their coach is. I'm saying Golden State will probably end up winning this one. So
Because they ain't got no coach.
they ain't got
It's
no
damn
coach.
pitiful. But the playoff picture, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah.
Who zoom in? Who
Let's
take
see.
another look for me?
What you got?
Okay, so right now in the playoff picture, the number one seed, of course, is Oklahoma City and Cleveland. No doubts, no questions. They're doing anything. I don't care about the play-in games because they don't mean that until they become playoffs. Then you see number 4 and 5. So right now you got the Lakers versus the Grizz, and if the Warriors win tonight, then you can see a Lakers Warriors first round series if that works out the way you say. Imagine that.
What if the
Now,
Grizzlies win tonight?
then they stay in fifth because the Lakers are up by like 3 games.
But if
So,
they lose,
but they lose, they fall back to 6.
okay.
Go to State to jump them. So and then
y'all would have to hit Golden State.
That's what I just said. Golden State will be a Lakers and Golden State the first round. You start sipping your tea right now. I saw you sipping your tea.
I need that to happen. All right, okay.
And then right now you got Denver versus Golden State. Now again, the matter of the game, it can switch either way. Houston is right now the number 2 seed, but they got a tough schedule the last 6 games. So anything between 2 and 5 is probably interchangeable right now. But then we go into the East, and I don't see anything that matters other than the number 1 seed, the number 2 seed. You're going to say the same thing. Nothing else matters but the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed. Tell the truth. It ain't that. Who cares about New York versus Milwaukee? How many of those games you gonna watch? The last 5 minutes.
It could be good. We don't know.
It's gonna be good, but it ain't gonna be good to watch.
No, it's not going to be nothing spectacular. The East really isn't. That's why we have to start with the West. But let's see.
And a shout out to your Mavs who in the 9th spot. They can get their play in beat. They can slip in there because AD is putting that batter in the back and carrying them. The one thing you hate, keep it going. Go ahead, AD. Take them all away.
Ain't no more free agency. No more open trades.
Ain't nobody cut nobody. Can somebody just cut somebody right now?
All this April Fool bullshit talking about they rescinded the damn trade. Y'all get off my computer. So tonight it is a full game of schedule. Here you go. If you care about some of the other games out there. So that's the only thing that matters to me out here in these streets tonight. But there you go.
Good game.
But like you said, just the Western and Eastern Conference. These are the games due yesterday, 31st. So as you can see, 60 and 15, 60 and 12. Listen, I just want my OKC and Cleveland finals, and let's just skip to that and be done.
Did you say skip to that? There's a lot of things in between there before you can get to that.
Oh, it's gonna be a long road to it, but they both gonna get there.
Yeah.
Tell you who it won't be is that damn Boston.
I think it's gonna be Boston and I don't know. I don't know in the West because you know what I want to say. You know what I want to say.
You want to say the Lakers are not gonna do it. I'm sorry. I mean, I know they're gonna scare some stuff, but I just don't think that they can go a 7-game series with anybody in the West. Not 7, not best of 7. You might beat somebody on any given night, but to beat them in a best of 7, hell, LeBron ain't got enough gas for it. He's gonna need one night off.
What did Shannon say? Eye socket, pocket rocket, Lakers in 5.
If they went up 2-0 on anybody, he'd probably load manage. He'd load manage. Like, okay, I can afford to do this. He's playing the odds. We'll be back in LA, so I should be able.
The Warriors up 68-63 so far in the third quarter, early third. By the way, this is not going to be a conversation about LeBron. We're going to walk right away from that. We're not having that.
I'm just saying, I just don't think that they, going to be able to pay the best. It's not about LeBron. I'm talking about just in general. The Lakers can't beat any team in the West in the best of 7.
Let me start. It's playoff season. I'm going to have to start pulling out my.
Hey, we got time. April 15th. Don't start until 15, 16.
Let me start bringing my Lakers gear out. I was just holding off to the season, to playoff time. That's when I start wearing it.
Just saying, until we got down 2 more weeks before we got to deal with it. But that's all I got for the evening. We got anything else that we didn't mention that the people need to know about?
Anything else? Let's see. Let me think about it. Did I send you anything?
You know what? I did have a couple. Wait a minute. The NFL was tripping this week. Yo, did you see the new rule changes?
In the NFL. Now, I saw some, and I saw that they paused the tush push. They
Yeah, they
they they
paused that
paused
shit.
that right now because it was, I think it was 16-16 or something crap like that.
They didn't vote against it, but they did pause it. Of course, we know you can't nose wipe anymore, or that's a 15-yard penalty. We already talked about that last
Yes.
week. I think what Tyrone said. I forgot. He said something hilarious. I have to think of it. But anyway, the NFL, they did pass. Both teams will get the ball in overtime in the regular season now. 10-minute overtime quarter.
How's that? Oh, the difference is right now, if they score a touchdown, then you
It's
don't get the
over.
ball.
You don't get the ball. Both will get a chance to possess the ball. And it's a 10-minute, I guess, extra period, you would say.
So, so what
They
happens after 10 minutes if both score a touchdown and then the clock? What happens
that
then? Is it tie?
I guess it goes back to sudden death. Whoever scores the next one, you gotta keep them scoring. I don't think you got a match for match, but they did vote to adjust the ball spot on touchback to the 35-yard line.
Okay.
Um, they're thinking that's going to keep people from kicking it out of the end zone and kicking it into the end zone. Like
Okay.
you've already moved this the fuck up, so I don't.
And I also heard they're gonna use the thing for the first down to place the ball is now they're gonna finally use the laser or whatever it is, the
Yeah,
AI, whatever.
they're using that, and they also are actually going to do the extended replay,
Oh,
which I think is absolutely stupid because if you've already taken to New York and they said no, then who the hell else is going to admit it? They were wrong.
listen, all those changes are great. I don't understand the playoff thing because if y'all are concerned with player safety, why are y'all making them continue to play? So
Thank you.
so more
Just
people
going to
can
make
get
the
hurt.
game longer.
All you making this game hurt and more opportunity for people to get hurt. Just like you trying to talk about adding another game to the season. No, it ain't about safety. It's about money. I understand everything's about money, but the players need not stand for some of this, dude. If y'all want to complain, y'all better do something about it because again, I know overtime it all sounds good. Y'all. My team, they scored. My team get the ball. Hold on, that's also a chance for my quarterback to get his leg broke.
Exactly.
My wide receiver get his knee torn off. That's another opportunity for that to happen. Why? So,
Yeah, it's stupid. So we're gonna see they changing up these little rules. We'll see if they stand up for themselves. So we're gonna see how it go. But outside of that, I think that is all I did have. What shout out you got for the people?
shout out to all my people who popped into the podcast today. Shout out to people who know that the podcast existed and they want to act like they didn't want to look because they want to act like they're doing something else. Y'all gonna come on in. We're gonna tell you the water's warm. We already told you the water warm. You want to act like you don't want to jump in. You know you want to come in here, so you might as well. Now, we're gonna do this. I want to throw a contest because we got some of these extra t-shirts. So
Oh
anybody
shit.
who's on this podcast can tell us who Torrance and Farrah picked to get into the championship games of the men's and the women's, because we did say something in this tonight, then that person I will personally send one of our wonderful Our Take t-shirts to them. I will politely
Okay.
do that. Now,
Okay.
you got to come in, put it in the chat, put it in the comments the next time we in there, and say, and the first one that we see that did it. Now, it has to be before me and Farrah talk about it. So if you better got to be before we talk about it on Saturday.
And I'm gonna make a reel of this so people can see it. They might want to go ahead and say who it is. So repeat again. What are the rules?
The rules are, it is simple. All you have to do is tell us who Farrah has. I'll make it even more simple. Who did Farrah pick for the men to win the national championship? And she's standing on business on that one. And that's an easy one. And on the Torrance side, who is Torrance picking to win the women's college basketball championship? And that should be obvious. You got to get both. You can't just.
I'm gonna say this disclaimer: Paul and Tasha can't vote.
Nope. They're out of there. So that's the easiest thing you have to do. Farrah's men champion and Torrance's women champion. That's easy. I made it easy. And the first one who picked the two, we're going to send the t-shirt out. I will politely send you a Our Take t-shirt. We're going to do these things. We're going to get y'all out of here. We told you we're going to get you some merch. We're going to do some things.
Y'all heard it first. He's going to send that merch out. Don't fight me when you don't get your shirt. No, I'm joking.
Wow. It's Farrah's fault. It's always Farrah's fault. Don't let it fool you.
So
So
now definitely I'm gonna make a reel for those who come on here and see this evening. Y'all
mhm.
might want to go and get your stuff in. So when I make that reel, it's gonna be easy for people to see and vote and comment on it. So y'all holler at us if you want that t-shirt. So
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
y'all join us Saturday. Make sure you watch Women's Final Four Friday evening. Make sure you watch them Saturday. Of course, we will be back in the building talking about all the good stuff in women's basketball and the men's Final Four. It's almost over. Almost over.
And don't forget Razzle Dazzle, Apples and More. Do not forget Razzle Dazzle, Apples and More. And what is the other?
360 RD photo booth. Yeah,
There you
you
go.
know, we just had a prom this weekend. It was beautiful outside out downtown Dallas, all that good stuff. So it's prom time, it's prom season, razzle dazzle, apples and more, whatever y'all need for graduation, holla at your girl. And on that note, y'all join us Saturday. Like I said again, we'll be here at 10 a.m.
We'll be
Central,
here
11 a.m.
Eastern.
Eastern.
Yeah.
Until then, y'all already know
Peace.
we out. Peace.